Question: how do you build a dome that's larger than anything the world has ever seen? With no scaffolding, no machines, and without even knowing if it's gonna stand. Florence didn't know, and for 100 years, no one knew, until a man named Brunelleschi did. Welcome to Giada Academy. So in the 13th and 14th century, Italy was divided into rival city-states. Each city wanted the biggest church, the tallest tower, and the most impressive architecture, and Florence wanted to show that it was second to none. So in 1296, they began the construction of Santa Maria del Fiore, a cathedral so ambitious that its design kept on expanding. A larger nave, a wider apse, and by the time they reached the crossing, the opening for the future dome measured 45 meters wide, wider than any dome attempted since ancient Rome. And that was the problem. Anyone knew how to build walls, but no one knew how to close a hole that big. And then the Black Death struck in 1348. Construction paused for decades, and the cathedral stood open to the sky. It almost became the shame of the city. And when the city finally resumed work in the early 1400s, the city announced a competition. Whoever proposed a viable dome plan would win. And this is when Filippo Brunelleschi enters the story. Brunelleschi was a goldsmith by training, brilliant, stubborn, and inventive. After losing the competition for the baptistry doors, he left Florence for Rome, where he studied ancient structures obsessively, the Pantheon, aqueducts, arches, trying to understand how the Romans built things. And then when Florence announced the competition in 1418, Brunelleschi returned with an idea so radical, no one believed him. To build a dome with no internal support, no giant scaffolding, a dome that holds itself as it rises. Everyone thought he was insane, but he wasn't. He had a plan. Here's what he did. Number 1, a double dome structure. An inner dome for stability, an outer dome for protection and aesthetics. And number 2, a herringbone brick pattern. Instead of stacking bricks horizontally, which would collapse inwards, he rotated bricks into a herringbone weave. Each brick locked the next one into place, supporting one another. And number 3, he designed advanced machines to help with constructions, like cranes, lifting systems, and reversible gearing technology that engineers still study today and couldn't quite figure out. And in 1436, the impossible was finally finished. Florence wanted a dome that no one knew how to build, and Brunelleschi gave them one that no one ever surpassed. Now the dome still crowns Florence today, a reminder that sometimes the greatest breakthrough come from people who refuse to believe the word impossible.